Thank you. Thank you, everybody that showed up, and thank you for opening the lobby as well. I'm going to make this a one-time thing here, but there are too many people in this room, and there are too many people in this city that I promised I would share what this experience was like. And I'm going to keep that promise. So first off, I want to thank everyone that supported me and voted for me in this election. Please know, I do not take that trust lightly. I must say, though, the experience of running for city council was without question the single most unpleasant 10 months of my 52 years on this earth. I witnessed and experienced behavior that was nothing less than despicable. That I know of, I have never been lied about or accused of unethical behavior in my life, like I was during this campaign. My opponent's attorney and their constant threats of frivolous legal action against me, other elected officials, as well as private citizens. Paid and unpaid attack videos going after nearly every civil servant in this town, including our police department and our fire department. A nonstop barrage of open records requests looking for nothing and finding it. And a 99-page, completely unfounded complaint to the Texas Ethics Commission, which was immediately dismissed. And finally showing up at City Hall before the final votes have even been counted, with a check for 47 pointless amount that only increased my margin of victory. That capped off a woefully and unnecessarily absurd political process. Now, I was told repeatedly, it's not usually like this. It's just because of who you're running against. Well, you know what? Regardless, this was the dirtiest and most vindictive city council campaign I have ever witnessed. At some point, and I hope that point is now, this kind of treatment towards those looking to serve their community must stop. How on earth are we ever going to find our future leaders if the only thing awaiting their contribution is intimidation and attack? Public service is a noble pursuit, and it should be treated as such. And yet people I have never met, never exchanged a single word with, publicly labeled me a bully and a thug. Election season is getting ready to start up again in just a few months. The political tone in Kemah can change, but it can only truly change in the voting booth. And that won't happen until negative and destructive behavior like this stops being rewarded with votes. In this case, the individual responsible for all these actions received nearly 400 votes. The day after the election, I got this private message. It's not that you won. It's what you had to do to win. Glad you brought your parents to the party. They would be so ? You couldn't run on your own merits, but lie and cheat to get there. Run, call your buds, go kiss his ass. You'll have to. Payback starts now. That message was a response to a post I made about taking a picture of my recently deceased father and my mother, who was in a nursing home with Alzheimer's disease, to the election watch party so they could, in a way, be there. Folks, I do not know what to tell you other than it is just not supposed to be like this. So moving on from that nonsense, because we have to move on from this. I cannot take this position without thanking the man who sat in this seat before me. I believe everyone in Kemah should make a point to thank Kyle Burks and his family for their years of dedication to our city. I admire his deep commitment to Kemah, his seemingly endless knowledge, and let's be honest, I'd kill for that hair. Finally, let me just say this. I believe in the ability and the intentions of those that will be sitting to my left and my right, and I look forward to working with them, doing what you actually put us here to do. Thank you.